What's cracklin', everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. Each episode, take a cereal, put it on the tier list so you know how good it is. I'm your host, Tucker, and I think for the final time, at least for now, we're back with Honey Bunches of Oats Frosted. That's it. Just one word this time. Unless you count new, but I'm not counting new because I think it was new when I bought it. I don't know if it's as new now, but you get it. The other Honey Bunches of Oats we've done, obviously a lot more words. Most of them getting D's, but Crispy Almond stand out at a C right now. So we'll see if this can also bump up to there. Frosted cereals have done fairly well. Thinking of Frosted Flakes, obviously. So there's a chance this could work out in its favor. So we're just going to bust this open. Hopefully it doesn't break like the last one. No, we're safe. Yeah, real basic scent. I don't know what I was really expecting, but it smells like Honey Bunches of Oats. Really my main wish for this is that the pieces don't sogify super quick, because that's all this one has. Normally that is a standout part of it, but since it's just them, they can't really rely on anything else if it gets sogified. Might have been a bit much. Okay. Here we go, here we go. That's a very similar frosting to Frosted Flakes. Okay, I was dying there for a second. But I was just saying, this tastes very good. Stand out, very much reminded me of a Frosted Flake. Nailing that. So we're off to a good start. I imagine this is the most sugary of the Honey Bunches of Oats we've done. So maybe that's kind of coloring this differently. But I think this might be my favorite one we've done so far. It's really nailing that same aesthetic as Frosted Flakes and just throwing in those bunches of oats as well for extra crunch. It's really working. This is a good time. So let's check out that frosted milk. See what's going on there. Yeah, that's very much how you'd expect the milk for any of the other frosted cereals to taste. Very similar. Yeah. You know what this is. You've had this in many of the other cereals we've done. I was not expecting this to be as much of a standout from the other Honey Bunches as it is. This is a very nice surprise. So while I'm pretty sure this is the Honey Bunches of Oats that's least healthy, like the other ones at least pretend to be, this one, like, you can kind of convince yourself because of the brand that it's almost certainly the least healthy. But it's also the best, which says a lot about me, I guess. But it's a good time. Like, very shocked at how much I liked this. Now, like the other Honey Bunches of Oats, it did sogify, but it seemed like it was a slightly slower process than the other ones. The frosting did seem to protect it a bit. It still happened, of course, and at the end, you're getting those soggy pieces. But it still has some of those oat clusters in there, so that kind of helps at least balance it out a bit. Similar to how it worked on all the others, but now it's not as sudden, I guess. It's just the graph of it getting soggy is just longer. So I was going back and forth on this. I think I'm just going to go all in for this one and say Honey Bunches of Oats Frosted is going to get an A. because it is very comparable to Frosted Flakes. Like, of the frosted type things we've done, I think this is the closest to that, which is obviously so far the top, like, best you can do for a frosted cereal. I think this is very comparable to that, but with those added bunches of oats, the crunch factor is at least present a little longer, even though the pieces do sogify, but they do for Frosted Flakes as well. But, you know, I think this is good enough that it can be up on that same tier, which is wild. Almost put this at just a B, but I think it's surprising enough at how well it did. I'm just going to give it the A. And I'm very glad that finally there was another Honey Bunches of Oats pop out of the D tier. Just kind of feel bad that it's the least healthy one. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. In the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've tried this new cereal. Not as new by the time this is coming out. When I bought this, again, saying that. But, you know, if you had the chance, let me know. If you also were shocked by how well it was going for the Frosted Flakes formula, let me know. If you think I'm crazy for throwing this so high up and just kind of abandoning the more traditional Honey Bunches of Oats, feel free to let me know in the comments as well. I already do kind of feel weird about that. But until next time, stay delicious.